Jack, 4-0 result. What a great performance from the boys today.
Yeah, it was an enjoyable one. First and foremost, obviously getting the win, doing it in style, and for me personally, obviously getting my first goal for the club. It was a good evening all round, really.
You started off, like a house on fire. What was the manager's message before the game?
I think to really just go out and express ourselves. It's the same thing every week, really. We've got some very good footballers. When we're playing at home, we want to play a certain style. Obviously, we've got a good pitch here, so we got the ball down early and we made them run, we made them move, and we created some good opportunities. Ultimately, the difference between some of the disappointing results and tonight is being ruthless in and around the box. Saw a couple of great strikes tonight, obviously, but we'd still like to be a bit more clinical in and around the box, because you can't rely on kind of some worldly goals that we scored tonight every week.
Speaking on some of those goals, first one for Sham, how important is that for him to get off the mark?
Yeah, massive. Sham's a handful, and I've been on his case quite a lot. I travelled in with him actually, and I told him if he don't score tonight, I'm not going to pick him up anymore. But he managed to get a goal, and it's a great finish. And he should be bullying defenders like that week in, week out. He's got to use his presence, use his physicality, and he used his voice well tonight as well. And that's a big thing for the team.
He was helped out by Mo as well in the two handballs. That sort of get used to.
Yeah, I think so. I was speaking to Sham on the way in, and I was just saying a lot of the time he just attracts defenders' attention. And that can help other players, and it helped other players tonight. And you see Alefi getting in there because defenders are attracted to a big target man, and they want to compete with him. And Mo can do that as well. He can use his physicality, but he had some nice touches tonight, and you can see that he's a good player.
A great finish from Jacob as well. Really put a stamp on the game. Yeah,
definitely. He done that at Chesterfield and hit the post. He was unlucky. Very, very similar effort. He's got bags of quality. At a young age, just about him just staying switched on and being focused, and hopefully some of the more experienced lads like myself can help him out and kind of stay on his case to make sure that his performance levels are higher week in, week out.
And we saw earlier on in the week about you boys talk about those balls over the top. You in particular were pretty keen to discuss that with the team. How do you feel you got on today with that?
Yeah, I had a little chat with a couple of lads, and some of the things coming to fruition tonight really nicely. Alefi got higher for the second goal on the shoulder of one of the fullbacks, and I managed to pick him out. And I've done it a few times, and when I receive the ball, I want forward runners. I want to be able to pick people out higher up the pitch. I know we can play and keep it in front of teams, but you want to be effective, and those runners were really beneficial for me tonight, especially.
And can't go any without talk about your goal. Tell us a bit more about him, what your thoughts are.
I haven't really had many shots since I've been here. It's a bit of a strange one. I come here with a reputation to score goals at this level, but sort of played in a different position to what I usually would have played in. I sort of usually play in like an 8 or a 10 role, a bit higher up the pitch. Here I've done a job in front of the back four, getting us playing, and it kind of sees you further away from the goal than you would usually be. So when the opportunity arose, I thought I'd have a shot. I just told Jacob just to touch it to me, and I got it out of my feet and had a dig. And as soon as I hit it, I knew that I'd struck it well. And just wrong-footed the keeper with the movement on the ball, really. Obviously, Lee Morgan. I played with him before at Maidstone. He's a very good keeper. He's been a good keeper at this level, and I had a little chat with him after, and he just said it just moves all over the place. So, I enjoyed it.
And you mentioned playing in that full role. It's a bit different to what you're used to. What are your thoughts on that so far this season?
I've really enjoyed it, to be honest. Sometimes some people say, Jack Powell, very good footballer, does he head it, does he tackle, but I think I showed that in abundance. I can do that. I think I've got both sides to my game. I've said it a lot. Look, I'm probably not going to be the best in this league at cleaning up in front of the back four and physicality wise and things like that, but I don't hide from it, and I think I showed it a lot tonight, and I think I've been showing it in previous games as well.
What certainly stood out for you and everyone else in the team was the work rate of everybody, working for the team, working for that lost cause, Was that the message from Danny before?
I think it's just a mentality thing, really. Players don't go out to intend not to work hard. It's just about a focus. And it's important for players like myself to kind of get onto the younger lads and make sure that they're staying focused and switched on. And so that's something you saw tonight. I think we spoke about a few home truths in the dressing room after the Chorley game. Ultimately, coming here and winning tonight, it looks like it should be a good point. But we want to go to places like that and win. So a big thing for us is obviously staying focused with our work rate and stuff, and letting our football do the talking.
And looking at Saturday, big game, non-league day against Hartlepool. What's your thoughts over that?
I think all the cliches have already come out in the dressing room about we can't just do it for one game, we've got to do it again, and etc. But I think what you just touched on there with the mentality in terms of the work rate and the focus. If we do that game in, game out, I'm sure that we'll get more good results than bad ones.
And just finally, what are fans going to do on Saturday?
They're going to pay what you want.
12th of October, non-league day. Get yourself there.